fight.
Hello everyone, it's Miss Solus, and today we are playing a mobile game. This is called Grim Soul. So Grim Soul is a basically kind of a survival game, basically. And you actually get to make your character and kind of all the things you kind of want with it. I've played this a couple trillion times because it's so fun. I keep rage quitting and restarting. So I decided, screw it, this time we'll actually record it. So again, you get to like pick your character out of certain faces, and you can go male, female, whichever you desire, and you have different hair selections. I usually go with this one because it's the closest to my actual haircut, and I always go black because they give you normal colors, no weird colors. So this game is set in the Middle Ages, so knights and castles and stuff like that. We even have dire wolves in this. So you can collect stats so you can be really good with the club. Extra water, extra meat, super fast. I usually go for healing, so I will have 101 instead of 100, so I just get a little bit more. And you can start with like some food, wood, clothes, whichever you need. I usually start with the sickle because it just helps with damage and defeating everyone else while you're still trying to rank up. So I got my person. I am ready. Okay, so now that we have the music, so music isn't too much, it's basically this most of the time. So this is the plot where you basically start out as, so this is basically your home. This is your homeland, essentially, and you build your castle, and you can kind of go from there. So there is lore, so every once in a while you'll see these scrolls. So, and we have other fun missions and tasks that you can get stuff for, so. I usually don't do them because they're hard as absolute hell unless you have a super strong weapon. Okay, so we'll start with scroll 1. The Gray Decay, Corruption, Pestilence. There are many names, but the disease is one and the same. Losing their minds, men become monsters. They attack those who have yet to learn. The Emperor dictated to destroy anyone touched by the Gray Decay. Though there exist caves when the damned retain their consciousness. Some priests say that they're reckoned for our sins. Others say it's a trial of our faith. One thing is clear, if the Grey Decay continues its spread, we are doomed. Brother Rupert, I pass the responsibility for our guest on to you. His body may be ravaged by the decay, but his soul fights on. You are to take him to the Plague Lands and let the light decide his fate. I, Sebastian Kerr, take upon myself the responsibility for breaking the Emperor's edict to destroy all those affected with the decay. So no one doubts this. Keep this scroll on you at all times until you have successfully completed the mission entrusted to you. So we will find a whole bunch of different scrolls, from the random selections to actual lore and all that fun stuff. So right off the bat, so these are all the things that you can level up and learn to become more of an empire, a kingdom, and be able to protect yourself. So it goes all the way down here to a carriage, which is the last one, but you actually have to do some things to obtain them. You gotta defeat people, you gotta do certain things, you gotta level way the hell up in order to get some things. Like, you can go to level 70 to get the actual chainmail. So it does take a few things. So level 75 is the last thing you can get, which is a secret hatch. But yeah, you can basically make your own little kingdom and you can update your little thing. So I found a few roguelike survival stuff. So this is off the guy that I'm on. So I'm going to equip the pants, going to equip that, food, and all that other fun stuff. So you can drag and drop, or you can just hit store all. So right now, these little baskets never leave your plot of land, okay? So what you basically can do is you can use it to store whatever you want. So like special treasures you find, you can store them there for safekeeping until you need them or want to use them, so on and so forth. So you start at level 1, just like anyone else, and collecting will give you points. If you haven't noticed, on the left of the screen, every time I pick up something, I get about 5 experience points. So these are lepers, and this sword is a one-hit kill. So I'm going to take all of that. So they're basically half-life right now. Normally it would be about 2-hit kill if they were full measure bar. So I'm going to pick up as much as I can before I'm able to craft an axe, pickaxe, and the club, which is your starter weapon after this sword loses its decay. So right now it's off its half-life, basically, so I can use it until it's done. So everything on this has basically a life, otherwise it will break. So basically, once you get onto your plot of land, I usually clean up the area, basically. So those yellow markers on my map are deer, and to sneak up on them, you crouch. Just like that. So the little crouch is right under my sword that I keep pressing. And and then on my map, there are yellow X's. So normally enemies will be red, deer are normally yellow, and I am white on my little map here. Okay, so down below, so the red, so we got letters, a new home, so we get rewards and all that. You build your floors, you build your walls, and these are acts. So there are tons and tons of lore and quests, basically. So this is also not only a survival game, but also a quest game. So it is actually super addictive, but it takes a while to level up, be able to do half the things, and get good items so you can actually do the quests. Let's see here. These are our skills. So we have activities and all that fun stuff. Let's see here. So technically I should have that sickle on there. I have the chapter, the healing, and all that fun stuff. And you can also get stuff for your dire wolves, which you find randomly throughout the universe. So damage. So you have your healing, evasion, which you're really good at, resources, which you can do other stuff, and then magic, basically. Because again, Middle Ages, they believed in that stuff. So you can find these books and learn stuff off of Damned, which are super strong, more than lepers, and off of just random people and enemies you find throughout the world. So you can read these books immediately and level up. These I have not actually gotten to, so these are actually pretty fun, but I've never gotten to those yet. So, yeah. Okay. Now it is night, unfortunately. So, let's see here. So on the designs, that tool up on the top that says 4, that's how many craft points I have. So once I actually learn to craft these, I will only have 1 left. This is basically the store. You can actually put in real money to get certain stuff, but this is the main thing that you're going to get every single day. Every single day you will be able to get the flask of water and the barrel of honey. So I can't get these right now because my inventory is full. And you do have pockets. Right now I'm going to put that there. I usually like putting that there because it's easier. Okay, so I'm going to continue cleaning up my plot of land. So once you find this mark on your plot of land, you kind of want to build near. It's kind of almost like a protection circle. And it's a good place to kind of put your altar and everything like that once you get to be able to do that. Woo! Level up. So whenever you level up, it redoes your health. And like I said, I immediately put on the health, so I have 101. If you don't do that, you'll have 100 normally. So, oh, dear friend, come back. I want to kill you. And don't worry, once you slaughter things, they usually leave. Like, they'll stay on your land for a little while, and then they will, like, disappear into the great blue yonder after a while. So I've actually built my house with corpses in it, and it'll be gone, like, the next time I log in. So normally in the beginning, it'll be super easy to level up. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to wear it. There, I got some armor, basically. So that'll actually help when you're battling something. The armor will help if you're wearing some sort of clothing, because it won't do as much damage as if you were just wearing, basically, your underclothes. So, we are going to learn, wrong one, the stone axe and the stone pickaxe. And basically go from there. So, I'm going to put all my stuff, most of my stuff, in here until I am ready for it. So these seeds are leek seeds. You will, after a while, be able to put in a garden in which you can start growing those. Okay. So now I usually kind of deforest my land. Mainly so I can actually start building walls and whatnot. I have a... Oh, I've learned it. I didn't craft it, because I'm dumb. Okay. So, yeah, there's that garden I was talking about. It's for growing, basically, whatever seeds you find. So now I have a raven cage. Unfortunately, you are going to have to craft this, because all the quest stuff you do, once you complete it, you gotta go to the raven cage to kind of send the raven to make, to confirm that you've actually done it. So what I recommend once you are able to learn more stuff is the chest, the fire, the garden, and the rugged sack, because the chest and the rugged sack, basically your backpack, that is part of a quest, and you will get stuff for that. But you don't want to make them until you get that quest. So right now my first quest is to build basically my castle, and this is why it's literally called a castle. So these are what you can start off with, and they would kind of give you like ideas, but you gotta have a floor first. So I'm going to actually collect as much as I can off my land before I do any of that. And that usually also helps with gaining XP before you go out and venture into the world. Just in case, because, again, this is an open world, and there are other players. They will kill you if they are more experienced and have a better weapon. So there are many a times that I have been absolutely reamed by another player because I didn't have a better weapon, and usually, if that's the case, you run. You don't fight, you run. And you will usually tell if it's another player is because they usually run a lot quicker than lepers, but that can also be a damned because they will also run super quick. So you can never tell if it's a damned or another player. Despite, just run. Just run the hell away. It's a lot easier. And if you're low on health, you can actually leave the world, or that little area, heal up, and go back in and fight. I do that all the time. So your character will... So those runes you'll find every once in a while in all of the worlds. And they'll just kind of give you little facts and tidbits and a whole bunch of stuff. So they don't really mean anything. They're just kind of fun, and they're there. Alright, I think I've deforested as much as I can. So I'm going to go find... There it is. And build my house over near it. Okay. Yeah, this seems good. I'm actually going to go up here. So normally I start with a 3x3. Normally. Because you can always expand. But... all goals have been accomplished. Cool. Door. Cool. And done. Boop. See, I got a corpse in here. It'll be gone by, like, tomorrow. Okie dokie. So, now we can go to here and complete quest. Okay. Now we need to craft those peasant chests, which are these. And we're going to go back over to our little supply chest way the freak over here and go get this. Cool. Okay, so this is bronze, I believe. Bronze or copper, one of the two. And yeah. So we need a smelting area though. So that's done. We can complete that. Can't do that. Okay, we need to go to devices and we can build. There. Okay. Complete that. Now we need to craft the rugged sack. Woo. Okay, learn that. Go back to our thing, get the rope. And craft it. What am I saying? No idea. Couldn't see it. Okay. And now we can craft a torch. I need to eat. Okay. Berries. Well, that's good enough for now. Okay. So, craft torch. Okay. And craft. So, it's super simple to get these very early on. And now there's the raven cage. So, we're going to learn that. We're now going to also learn this and learn this. So, the fire will help cook meat, whatever else. And I don't have enough for the garden bed right now because I have no more flax fibers. So this I usually put near my house, obviously. Okay. So I'm actually going to put that in there, and I'm going to grab more berries for food. So 20 is as far as it can go with any sort of generation. So I'm going to eat the berries. Okay. And certain berries, if you eat too much of them, you will get sick and you will have to throw up. So if you're in the middle of the battle and you eat, like, there's haw berries and holly berries. I think haw berries are the ones that get you super sick really quick. And their bushes look so much different as well. But you can't eat both, just one will get you sick. So just be careful for that. Okie dokie. So let's see here. I need the raven cage. Okay. So I need this and these. So I can make the raven cage. I don't have enough, so we will do that actually. Craft. Alright, now we will put these back. We'll do that. Okay, go. So this has to go in your house. Like, it freaking sucks, but it goes in your house. And I usually set this next to my front door. Because that's as soon as you're done with that quest, you can just whoop, right there. Okay. So now that that is done. And actually, it is not done. I'm going to grab this this, and this. I think that's what I need for that. Ah! And don't think you are not safe on your own plot of land. Every once in a while, you'll get a wolf or a leper or a damned that you have to defeat. Not very often, but you will sometimes get enemies. So you actually gotta build it, which sucks. Okay, so I don't need the candle. So I need some copper shards, some wire. This is a grate, and then quartz. So yeah. There are some things you gotta go and find and pillage and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna put these back in there, and I'm gonna put the torch away. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to build another axe. I can't craft that yet. Okay. So normally I try to keep a supply on my person, not much, just enough, and try to keep as much as I can basically off. I can actually move some of this stuff to the normal crates up in my house. So that I'm going to leave there for right now. Actually, I'm going to split that. That there. And if you ever want to know what they actually can do, there's recipes on almost everything you can build that you can use for anything. So that's going to go back there. Again, with the supply, I try to have a little bit on me and then have the rest at home in case I die. I'm not throwing away all of my supply, because once you die, all your stuff is gone. That's why I've actually rage quit so many times, because most of my stuff has left. And you can invite friends and all that. So sometimes you'll get attacked caravans, which you can actually Sacred Hunt has started. So there are tasks, there are fun things to do. So these are the sacred tasks and all that cool stuff. So you can get stealth kills, so sneak up on things or kill a certain amount of lepers in a certain amount of time, so on and so forth. Which, honestly, this one might be the easiest. Just craft a club and just start going to town. And there are certain ways you can get there. You can run, which will take away your energy, which is at the top, or you can walk, which actually takes actual time. And this is the event that actually made me rage quit. So, I'm not gonna go there. I'm sorry, I'm not. I swear I'm not. So these are the worlds that I've been talking about. You can go to Pine Thickets, or Pine Grove, and then the Pine Forest, which all of them are different levels. So this one's super easy if you're just starting out, and then once you get more XP and higher levels, you can go to this one and this one, so on and so forth. They're going to have more and more difficult enemies, and these are our basically our pits. So this will be mainly for stone, and these obviously are mainly for wood. So if you need more wood or need more stone, those are kind of the places that you go. And again, every once in a while you will find attacked caravans. So basically those are ravaged, and you can kind of basically loot them for stuff. New weapons, clothes, food, whichever have you. So once you get farther in the game, you can go this way, but you have to have either a boat or a carriage, and certain events will give you a horse. If I try to go there, can't reach it, I need a horse. Okay. Same with this. I need a horse. To get over here, again, I need a horse to go that direction. If I go this way in the world, I need a boat. I can't go this way until I get a boat. So the world is a little bit set. Basically, it is kind of set, and there will be people. So there are other places you can actually go and attack. And they're only there for a short amount of time, and then they actually switch, and there'll be different people there. So these guys, for the most part, are actually lower levels right now. So I'm actually going to go run to this and see what it's all about. I do have a nice sword, so I can actually use that, and if I need be, I can go to my storage and grab my sickle. If I have to.